Good morning, good morning. This is a new day on the Colorado Trail. That was my campsite. Not too bad, it's a bit on an incline. The worst I've had so far, which is crazy, because it's very good. So yesterday I've done about 14 miles, and I am now 19 miles away from Monarch Pass, where I'm going to get picked up for the end of my trip, which is really not far, and I should be able to do in 2 days. However, there is a lot of incline. I've got first today I'm starting in a bit with a 1.5 mile of very harsh incline, and then I'm starting a gruesome 10 miles of incline uphill that I don't think I will finish today, to be honest. And after that it's only like 5 miles from Monarch Pass. The only worry that I have is that those 5 miles also will be on the Collegiate West, which is the one that still has a lot of snow. Now, it's been maybe 3 more days of heat and snow melting like this, and so I'm hoping, sorry, I'm trying to cross without getting my feet wet. I'm hoping that it won't be the same 5 miles that I did in like 8 hours last time. Anyway, those 5 miles are not in an incline, so even if there is a lot of snow, I should be fine. Now, I don't know if somewhere on those 10 miles incline that I have, there will be snow at some point. I guess we will figure it out. This is it. So the Collegiate East, which wasn't my first choice, is interesting. It's you are in the mountains, but you're not on ridges. You're on forest, and you have like peekaboo moments of seeing mountains, which when that happens is beautiful. And the incline is like so much lesser than Collegiate West. Well, so much less technical than the San Juan as well that I did last time. But it's already hard. It's already a lot of incline and uphills. All right, see you later. 1:30. I have been here next to a river for the past almost hour. I feel so exhausted and the bike feels so heavy today. I've only walked for a little bit more than 2 hours and I have all of that ascent, and I don't know, I'm like a bit scared of starting it because it's not going to be over until like tomorrow midday. And yeah, and seeing how like exhausted I feel, and with the heat, which is probably better than the rain, I don't know, I'm not sure. I'm like super worried. I really don't want to start again. I've done laundry again and cleaned my pot and reapplied sunscreen. And I had food. I had 2 protein bars that have both 20 grams of protein, and I've had candies. I thought the sugar would help to like give me a little bit more energy, but it hasn't really. I filled up 1.5 liters of water. The next source is 3 miles away, but that's already 2-mile ascent. And this morning I've done 1 mile 1 hour when it was in ascent. So and it is the hottest of the day, so I think 1.5 liters is good, and I'm going to be drinking this, which is probably like 0.3, and then we'll be on our way. Even tired, I've got to do it. Hopefully, so the plan is to stop in between 5 and 6 miles away from here, which will put me in between 2 water sources, because then there is no water until Monarch Pass. And to be honest, there will most probably be water because it's what it has been so far. With all of the snow melt, there was water even when it's not a source or a stream or whatever. But I just don't want to risk it and then have like a crazy incline to do and no water tomorrow. So the plan is to camp in between those 2 streams if I can find something, or near the last one, and then it will be how much? I think 9 miles away, 9 to 10 miles away from Monarch Pass, and like half of it would be in ascent uphill, and the rest is like about straight. And then in Monarch Pass, so that's where my friends are coming to pick me up, and there is also a store where I can get food and water while waiting for them. I will have a better idea tomorrow, well tonight, after this beginning of an ascent, seeing how fast I am. I'll be able to predict about when I'm going to reach Monarch Pass tomorrow. Right now, it just feels very far away, and and a bit scary. All right, I'm on my way again. It's been, yeah, so I took a 1.5 hour break, which is the longest I've ever taken on the trail. Sorry, but I really needed it. I've also realized that it's so extremely hot, so that probably was one of the things that I wasn't realizing until now. So anyway, I put my cap in water and put it back on. Hope that will help. I do feel much better, but I still feel very tired. So tired. I'm still worried about what's to come. But for now, you know, we continue. That is so funny. The trail passes through a power line. Look at that. Oh wow, mountains. Wow. So much wind. That's exactly what I needed. It feels so warm. It's also very interesting how I haven't met anybody since yesterday 3 p.m. So it's almost been 24 hours, and on the first half of my journey that was completely normal. As I mentioned before, I didn't see a soul for I think 2 days, maybe more, in a row. But since I've been on the college at East, I've actually seen many people. Also, most of it was over the weekend, so many day hikers, and so now it feels very odd to not see anyone. It is 5:30, and look how peaceful this is. I've got still about 2 miles to go. Sunset is not until 3 hours from now. Yeah. So I should be fine. I've been slow, again very tired this afternoon. It's been tough today. But I should be able to make it before sunset. Though those 2 miles are a stream. I have no idea if there is campsite, where there is campsite. This is a very thick forest, so I guess we'll have to figure that out. I saw so many perfect campsites on the way up, but I really want to push forward because of tomorrow. I would really like to have at least half of that crazy climb done today or around that. Flowers. And yeah, so I guess we'll figure it out. We do have time. I do have time. I don't expect to be done. I expect to be done at 7. Yeah. Again, like now I've stopped now. I've stopped 30 minutes ago. I'm stopping a lot. But still, I don't think I will be at that stream in more than 2.5 hours. So that leaves me 1 hour to figure out camp, which should be okay. I found a great campsite here, right next to the water source. It's maybe 5.5 miles before I was expecting to stop to 1 mile, but it's very tricky to find good spots in the forest, so this is it. I'm just going to call it for the night. Water is literally 1 minute walk from here or less, so that's perfect. So yeah, that is my last campsite. I'll show you the tent when it's done. Just went to get water. So in there is a filter, which is actually very good. I've changed my filter because I got sick, and so I thought it was probably because my previous one froze. And the city I was in, the filter didn't have the one that I usually use, so I got this one, the Catalin B3. It has a great flow. The only issue with this, for me, is that the bladder is only a 0.6 liter, and I'm used to using a 3-liter bladder for my filtration. And the thing is, because mosquito, this filter is so wide, it needs a wide mouth, it doesn't get in there. The smart one that I usually use does fit into a regular bottle, so that's also a difference. But I'm thinking, if I find a bladder that is bigger that works with that, I think I'll probably stay with the Catadine because the flow is just great. With a smart, I would have been there for like 10 more minutes to filter what I just did. Alright, I will prep my trying to find a not slanted flat surface. It's a bit hard. Tuna. I had completely forgotten about tuna for the past like 4 days. 2 tuna. Actually 1 jalapeno, 1 regular. And then spicy seafood. Oh, maybe we just get like 2 regular tuna. Because last time I had that brand, spicy was spicy for real. So I don't want to add to it. Yes, that's a mix of trash and portioned out snacks. And this bag is supposed to be bear proof. I hang it at night in the trees, which also helps, supposedly. Not only with bear, but also other creatures. It's just better overall to have it in the trees instead of in your tent, where rats or stuff can try and shoo through your tent to get to your food. Okay, now that's not boiling, but in the process, I'm going to keep moving with the tent. Okay, stand up. Stand up. Sun is almost gone without rage. I think that actually my head will go there. Seems maybe slightly in a slope, really slightly, but that means that I prefer to have my head up. So that is done. Now this. There are quite a bit of mosquitoes, so probably it's in my tent. Ooh la la! Catastrophe averted. Now 10 steaks. The water is still not boiling. Usually I have time to about finish to set my tent. It's not a very fast process, or maybe I'm very fast at setting my tent, but I don't think so. Stone 10 steak. Now, here. Oh, that's really close to the root. I will probably not go all in. Oh, it's perfect. Okay. This side. And now, ooh, another catastrophe. Oh, okay, that's it. That's it. Aborted. Now the rain cover. It's not supposed to rain, but and some people, when that's the case, prefer to not use it. So far, I've just enjoyed the extra privacy that this gives me, even though for the first time ever in one of my backpacking trips, I didn't really need it. Well, it was useful once that day. I stayed until like 3 p.m. in my tent because it was raining. that done. And then dinner.